guys, welcome back to Astroways. Today we have the last animals, pig, rat and ox. Now if you remember the label of all 9 animals we've talked about in the last few episodes, tiger and rabbit are wood, snake and horse are fire, monkey and rooster are metal, dragon, goat and dog are earth. You realize we haven't talked about water yet. So today we have pig and rat are water, and ox is the last earth. Let's do it real quick. Now remember what we talked about in the snake and horse episode. Snake is labeled as yin fire, but it has yang fire in his hidden stems, while horse is labeled as yang fire, but it has yin fire in its hidden stems. Same theory applies to pig and rat. Pig is labeled as yin water, but it has mainly yang water in its hidden stems and a little bit of yang wood. Pig matches with tiger and can turn into wood. Remember, they have to be near each other. Pig, rabbit, and goats can form a triad of wood. Pig's opposition is snake. Next one, rat. Rat is yang water. Again, it's labeled as yang water, but it has yin water and only yin water in its hidden stems. Rat's friend is ox. Them two together is a match of earth. Rat, monkey, and dragon are a triad of water. Rat's opposition is horse. Last one, ox. Ox is yin earth. It has 60% of yin earth, 30% of yin water, and 10% of yin metal. Ox and rat, I just said, are a match of earth. Ox, snake, and rooster are a triad of metal. And the last plenum, of course, pig, rat, and ox. Ox is the last store. It stores metal, which means when ox comes across its opposition goat, the storehouses are going to crash open. Different from dragon crashes dog, dragon and dog are like a sudden and powerful hit, while ox and goat are like less powerful but continuous hit. It keeps coming back and forth. If we say dragon crashes dog is like tsunami and volcano eruption, then ox crashes goat is like tornado and earthquake. Now after all these episodes talking about earthly branches, I want you to be able to calculate the portion of each element in your natal chart. You should know which element is biggest portion, in which one is second one, third one, fourth one, and the last one. Some people might be missing 1 or 2 elements. It doesn't matter. The most important thing is knowing what your self-element is, which elements are friends with you and which ones are not. If you have too many of one element, what do you need to balance the environment? So it's not too hot, not too cold, not too dry, not too wet. Just like the yin-yang symbol. Half yin, half yang. There's always some yin in yang and there's always some yang in yin. Bazi is a very in-depth chart. The things that we learned in this playlist so far haven't even covered 2% of the knowledge. But it's the structure. It's like building a house. You have the columns knocked into the ground. Next thing is about knowing the meaning of each union. Every union has a specific meaning which reflects on the person's life. Opposition is not the only hard angle in the chart. We have 4 different hard angles. But I only have mentioned the opposition is because too many combinations will only drown you with information without practice. Some things we will bring up when we do case studies in the next few episodes. Like for triad union, what happens if you see 2 instead of 3? And which 2? The earthly branches have their union groups, and so does the heavenly stems. And what are they? How does Bazi charts reflect on the actual things happening in your life? In your charts, which positions represents which family member? Which elements represent which part of your body? How do we find out what kind of health problems you have? Which element represents money? How do you see who's born rich and who has to work hard? There are many things we have to learn to be able to read our chart in an in-depth level. All these things I'll bring them up gradually depending on how much you're interested in learning. And if you say, no, it's too much to learn, it's too much information, I don't have the time to learn all that and find out answers of my life. I need to know now. Then you can contact me on this email address. Send me your birth details. I can do the chart reading for you and you can ask any questions. Not only chart reading, we also do face reading, hand reading, rave chart reading. The more you read, the more you know about yourself. Okay guys, that's all for today. From next week on, we're gonna look into some case studies. Same thing again. If you have questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe my channel and I'll keep you updated.